Let's go. They had open mic. I did listen a little bit of it. We have the Beast. Uh, God seen the voice to me when I was on Google Maps heading to the Plata. Talking about. That's what's up. And I heard some girl say she will pause somebody use the bathroom. Exactly, DC. So yesterday I had talked about Trick Williams and George Strickland winning the major titles. Trick, the WWE NXT World Championship slash and WWE NXT Championship. James Strickland, AEW World Champion. Oh, I still gotta add the video I made on Trick Williams being the fifth so-called African American. I gotta change the fifth to the fourth. So, like I said yesterday, this is the article that I'm gonna read. No black WNBA players have a signature shoe. Here's why that's a gigantic problem, and I agree. But you got Caitlin Clark, and she have a signature shoe. That's not right. And I'm gonna show you something before I read this article. Per Moore, she's 67 years old, March 16, 1957, Francis Marion University, Wilson. WBL Drive, 1979, first round, 11 overall pick. So she was born in Florence, South Carolina. She, her points is higher. So they never talk about this. And I have uploaded video on Brothers Royal Order channel because the highest points in women's basketball is Pearl Moore, stacking 4,061. Please don't erase her history. Please don't, because y'all try to hide. So look up her height. Pearl Moore, 6'2". She is freaking 6'2". She made history of scoring 4,092 points. And y'all think Kaylin Clark had the highest points in basketball, in women's basketball. That's not true. In October of 2023, after Game 1 of the WNBA Finals finals. Las Vegas Aces coach Becky Hammond was asked a question. The star player Asa Wilson deserved her own signature suit. Hammond's response was one of incredibility. You think, she said, you think you need my thoughts. You already know my thoughts. Why Asa Wilson don't have a signature shoe? Don't need her thoughts. I already know what my thoughts are. You gotta be freaking kidding me. I gotta hurry up because I got 15 minutes on the time remaining. And I don't want to lose time. Then she gave her thoughts. She needs her own superimage. Said she is the two-time MVP. True, I wrote to her horn because she won't Olympic gold medalist. So Asa Wilson is the Olympic gold medalist. Best defensive player 2 years running. Her team's success stop. And do you know in 2018 that she was drafted number one and don't get enough recognition? Her team's success. Stop. Wilson's pedigree goes even beyond what Hammond described. She's been in the league since 2018. She's a two-time champion, won the MVA, won the MVP twice, and is a five-time All-Star. She's an Olympic FIBA World Cup MVP. Wilson won a championship at South Carolina and was a Player of the Year there. She so whatever I mean, what was it? We we read in her home state there's a statue of her outside the arena. Wilson also just made Time Magazine's 100 most influential people in the world list. Oh, and she is a New York Times best-selling author. Wilson is one of the greatest stars of all time. Any athlete of her caliber should already have a signature shoe. It is the order of things. In fact, it should have happened years ago. It would be like if you made signature shoes for the Falcons and you didn't give on this pork. In 2022, Las Vegas Aces for Ace was told ESPN.com that the WNBA promotes only the players that things are remarkable, and sometimes a black woman doesn't check off those boxes. Candace Ward, USA Today Sports. In due time, Wilson said of the shoe at that 2023 press conference. We will see what goes on, but in due time, I believe we're going to get something moving and shaking. But I'm blessed just to have my name in that conversation. A lot of players don't get signature shoes, so for people to say I should or demanding that I get one, I'm blessed to be in that situation. So in due time, we will see. That was last year. It hasn't happened yet. It's likely we will, but the fact it hasn't yet is awfully disgraceful. But there's something even worse occurring. Wilson's lack of signature shoe is getting a fresh lead because Caitlin Clark is expected to get a signature shoe in the near future. If she does, Clark will join only three other WNBA players with signature shoes: Brianna Stewart, Alina Del Don, and Sophia ICU. Correct me if I pronounce their first and last name. You may notice a pattern there. We're going to get into that. In a majority black league, there are currently no black players with signature shoes. They have only been 12 players in the history of the WNBA with their own signature shoe. In the past, almost every signature shoe from 1995 to 2011 belongs to a black woman. The fact that only white women hold the power of the signature shoe now, as the WNBA enters its most high profile and prosperous phase, shows how black women are being ignored in a league that they dominate. Stardom Parallel shoe deals but also shoe contracts like a signature shoe. Drive Stardom. If you believe the reason three, and likely soon four, white women are getting the shoes because they just happen to be more marketable, well, you're a fool. Attention grab. Black History Month is over, but keep watching black athletes like Aisha Wilson didn't make times list because she ain't markable. It doesn't have the follow. She made it because she has copious amount of both. Aisha Wilson is not just an incredible athlete. She also an inspiration to all who witness her talent and drive. Her journey is a testament to the power of passion and fearlessness in achieving greatness. Tom Brady wrote in an essay for the magazine Praise of Wilson. Brady added, Asa Wilson is not just a champion, she's a symbol of resilience, compassion, and unwavering dedication. Her story is a reminder that with passion and fairness, anyone can achieve greatness. And before a bunch of you fire up your AOL email and sent from my iPad, comes to be clear, crystal clear, really, really clear. There is nothing against Clark. Clark deserves every endorsement she's getting. However, Wilson deserves it more. And it's for some time. She is, after all, the best overall player in the world. But so much of this comes down to a lack of respect for the black women of the WNBA, a lack of respect for black Americans. And overall, ain't something new to the marketing world. This is old hat. That doesn't change the ugliness of it. Ev- Everyone knows this, including the right stars in the spotlight. Paige Backers from Connecticut. She addressed the problem 2 years ago during her acceptance speech at the ESPYs after she was named Best Women's Athlete. With the light that I have now as a white woman who leads a black lead sport and celebrate here, I want to celebrate when black women, said Buccaneers. They don't get the media coverage that they deserve. They have given so much to the sport, the community, and society as a whole, and their value is undeniable. It's time. It's. I think it's time for a change. Sports media holds the key to storyline. Sports media sponsors tell us who is viable, and you have to tell the world that I matter today. And everyone who voted, thank you. But I think we should use this power together to also celebrate Black women. However, even though our league is predominantly black, I think it is hard for a league to push us in a sense because they still have to market in their minds what is marketable. Wilson told ESPN 2022. Sometimes a black woman doesn't check off these boxes. Yes, Yes, it is true. That is likely Wilson will get her signature shoe and maybe soon, but when it won't change the fact she has to wait this long, and it doesn't demolish that she could be the only black player to have one. Wow, it's a possibility, but what are they doing? What the frick are they doing, man? So Caitlin Clark is the standard, the walkable, the investment, reliable. So she and other Cardinal WNBA players can get the signatures of because they mockable, they profitable. See, black women in sports, it's like they don't have the recognition. They need signature shoes too. What are they doing? They put in the racist car. I mean, Asia and the other so-called black WNBA players, they are talented, way talented than non-black, non-so-called black. And Asia Wilson is demanding to get a signature shoe. But when? So Caitlin Clark is the face. Caitlin Clark is expected to get the signature shoe in the near future. Because you got Brianna Stuhler, Aylin, Alena, and Sabrina. They- Brianna, Elena, and Sabrina got their signature shoes. See, this is red flags. Why? And black players don't even have no signature shoes. Why is that? And the Caucasians, oh, that's right, Caucasian privilege do exist. And and so-called blacks, carbonated, us carbonated beings dominate sports with a good passion. See, start on shoe deals, shoe contracts, like a signal shoe, drive, start on. And y'all don't acknowledge her that she's the incredible athlete and others as well too in WNBA history. Y'all didn't acknowledge Pearl Moore. She's an incredible athlete as well. And she's the symbol of resilience with a passion and fearlessness. I could say the same thing with other so-called black WNBA players. Deserves more. And it's a lack of respect. It's like so-called black women get disrespected by so-called Americans who was named by a colonizer along with Scipio and Paige, best women's athlete. But what about my women, my Nubian queens? They're the best athletes. I know most of them, and I see their passion. I see they're the best, but that mainstream is highly racist. It's been like this and viable. We need more and more an acceleration, and the league is probably so-called black and so-called black women doesn't get checked. It always be the outsiders. And Asia Wilson, was she able to be the first so-called black to signal through? We gotta wait and see. Well, they still gonna play that race card. So the next video I'm gonna do, I don't know if it's gonna be tomorrow or Saturday. It's gonna be Candace Williams. So that's my conclusion. So I got 1 minute on the time remaining. So I think I did good. So acknowledge black athletes. That's all I can say. The University of Israelites and the University of Akipalites. Power to the people. I'm out of here. Hashtag for the culture.